Robert Silverberg is a Hugo and Nebula award-winning writer with more than 100 sci-fi titles to his credit. He began his career with Gorgon Planet in 1954 while still a student at Columbia University. He won the 1956 Hugo for Most Promising New Author and specialized in sci-fi through the end of the decade. Silverberg's sci-fi work in the late 60s explored such topics as alienation and psychic vampirism. He has also worked on 3 collaborations with Isaac Asimov, including Nightfall and The Positronic Man. Also of note is his science fiction rendition of Joseph Conrad's classic tale, The Secret Sharer. Silverberg wrote Aliens from Space, our selection, in 1958 under the pseudonym David Osborne. One fine morning, Dr. Jeffrey Brewster is kept from his class at Columbia University by an urgent, top-secret call from the United Nations Security Force, which polices the world following the fall of communism. Colonel Chasen, a straight-shooting agent working for the president, whisks away the good doctor to Washington, D.C., where he's questioned on his knowledge of aliens in the solar system, giving the novel its title and us our starting point. Anyone who watched the Skylab 1 mission has seen the art of Kelly Freas, for it was Freas who designed the astronaut's shoulder patch. Science fiction's most popular artist, Freas began his sci-fi career in 1950. Since then, he's created literally hundreds of covers for dozens of magazines and book publishers. His illustrations often featured humorous depictions of vagabonds, friendly aliens, and cocky scoundrels. His gritty realism redefined sci-fi art in the 1950s and earned him 10 Hugo Awards for Best Professional Artist.
The Hugo is the science fiction equivalent of an Oscar or an Emmy. And it was named for Hugo Gernsback, who was essentially the father of modern science fiction. So one of the very best Hugos, one of my favorite Hugos at least, was one from, I believe, 1957. The Hugos hadn't arrived 2 days before the World Convention, and the committee was going slowly mad. But one of our authors, always resourceful, Fred Pohl, said, "Leave it to me, I'll fix it up." Fred went out and bought a dozen Oldsmobile 88 radiator ornaments and had them put together with a very simple backing of polished wood. And it's the most beautiful Hugo ever.
Frank Kelly Freas' stuff, it is really beautiful. I mean, it moves it right out of that into a kind of a sophisticated expression where you see humor, you see satire, you see comedy, and you see sadness sometimes. And you also see him. There are several of the drawings where you see actually his face.